Yo, what's good, Desi Hip Hop fam? You are tuned in to the Unfiltered podcast live on YouTube and Facebook. I am your host, DJ Raf, and today we have an amazing show lined up for you. Today we're going to have a chat with the artists at Underground Pyramid Music, and this is like a dope hip hop record label and a dope crew straight out of the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose. And so I'm excited to talk to them. But before that, I just want to mention a big shout out to our friends and partners, Applause. That's a brand that is supporting this podcast. Just wanted to say a quick message about Applause. Like they're a new startup, a new brand that focuses on helping artists and creatives like us to monetize our live shows and live events. So, next time you're trying to go live on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever the hell you go live, make sure to pop onto Applause. Applause is the brand name. Go find them. Applause.artists is on Facebook and Instagram. Go find them. They're really good. They're doing a lot of amazing things for the artist community right now. Really important things right now. So go check them out. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to all the viewers watching, man. Thank you. Thank you for watching every week. We used to do the show every week in San Francisco Bay Area, actually on 92.3 FM. We did that for 50 weeks. And then quarantine and coronavirus hit. So then we were like, all right, cool. We'll just rebrand and put this shit online. And so here we are for the Unfiltered podcast. I'd like to begin the show by introducing our first guest. The first guest of the show is an artist from the Bay. He's a Punjabi singer, but he does a lot of work with a lot of hip hop artists around the world in the Desi scene, as well as as well as many other artists around the world. So I really appreciate his talent. Please help me in welcoming JR to the Unfiltered podcast.
What's up?
Welcome to the show, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Good morning.
Good morning, man. Okay, so the next person I wanted to also bring to the show is another Bay Area artist. Obviously, Underground Pyramid is full of Bay Area artists because they are based in the Bay. So this next artist is not only an artist in the Desi scene, but he also works hardcore with numerous other talents in America. And he's also a very good friend and close confidant to numerous Desi artists around the world. So help me in welcoming 3AM Sukhi to the Unfiltered podcast.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's good, bro? Good to see you, man. I like your glasses.
Thank you. Good. What up, Raph? What up, Jay?
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning, man.
And the next guest I wanted to bring to the show is someone you all know. He's been grinding it hard for over a decade, definitely. But he's been around for way longer than that. He's been making a lot of music. Initially he was a Bay Area artist, making that Bay Area hi-fi music. He eventually grew to different types of genres. He's experimented with many different genres and sounds, and as a producer he's gone everywhere. So please help me in welcoming none other than Haji Springer to the Unfiltered podcast.
Yo, what's up, man? What's going on?
Yo, what's going on?
What's good, bro?
What's
Good
up,
to
fellas?
see you guys.
Shit, what's good?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you all, man. And quick shout out to all the comments. People are joining in on Facebook and YouTube. I like seeing Jyoti. Welcome to the show. Culture Beats. Welcome to the show. Rod, Bohemian fan. Of course, we'll have some Bohemian fans on Desi Hip Hop. So, real quick, man, how are you guys doing? JR, how's quarantine treating you?
Man, everything's good. I'm safe. I've been home. I haven't seen nobody yet. I mean, not even Haj, not even Sukhi, just one time. Everything is good, man. Health is fine. I mean, music is good. Just been working. That's it, from home. And then that's it, man. I'm blessed. I'm good. I'm good.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's a good time to be home.
Yeah.
3AM Sukhi, bro. How has the past few months been for you?
It's been whatever. Quarantine ain't nothing different. It's kind of like we were already living this quarantine life, in my opinion, as an artist. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Are you getting a lot of music work done in this meantime?
You know what? I am actually, man. I've been working.
Nice. That's sick. Well, we're excited to hear some of this. Haji, bro, how has quarantine treated you? Like with the whole family and all the kids and everyone? How's it going?
Honestly, bro, it's not much change for me, bro. I already live a quarantine ass life, so honestly, like I'm always, cooped up in the studio, anyways.
Right, right.
So really doesn't make much of a difference for me, man. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
Cool, bro. So Sukhi, real quick, man. There's a little bit of interruption with your earphones.
Hold
So,
on, man.
Yeah, if you can figure that out, that would be awesome. And yeah,
How we sounding now?
yes, much better. Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay, so the way this show goes is, the Unfiltered podcast, the way we've set it up is that it's sort of like a game show, but these games are designed to like get to know you guys much better. So we're going to get to know all of you guys so much better. And we're going to start with the first game, the first segment of the show called Scavenger Hunt. So Scavenger Hunt. This part of the show is where I ask you guys to bring something and share with the screen, share with the audience. Share something in your room. It could be in your house, anything. Just tell us a story. Tell us a story about something that you've got that you wanted to share with us. Do any of you guys have something to share already, or should I start?
Go ahead, start it off, Raph.
Go ahead. You go ahead, start it.
Okay. So I am sort of unprepared, but this is my camera, I guess. I'm just sharing that because it plays a major role in my life. I use that for content creation, and I spend a lot of time trying to learn the camera and the way it works. I spend a lot of time doing that. But that's my little dumb story. But I wanted to kick it off in a simple way. But how about yourself, JR? Do you have something to share with us?
My cell phone.
Ah,
All the songs, everything, all the melodies that is going to be released. If somebody get hold of my cell phone, and then everything is in here. And this is actually all of my cell phones it's been really big part because nowadays, because we don't write on the pads and anything like that, and then we just use the cell phones a lot, and to write, to talk, and everything is in here. Every single thing is in there.
Man, let me ask you, like, what was the last song that you put in there?
Last song.
Or like last lyric or something.
I was supposed to do a song with Haji Bhai, and then it was the last song. What was that song? Azad Hoon.
Uh-huh.
And so there was this song with Haji Bhai sent me the beat and then everything. I think Sukhi might supposed to get on that track too. And then hopefully, that was the last song. And that was like 2-3 weeks ago. And then after that, I haven't touched anything yet because I've been super busy with stuff.
Right. That makes sense, man. Well, that's cool. Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing, bro. Haji, bro, what you got for us?
man, I got a lot of shit to share, bro. I don't know which one to pick, but let's see.
Pick like the oldest thing in that room.
That mic in the back. You see Suki's laughing too.
Yeah, that shit hits.
This mic right here is legendary right here. This is legendary as much as I am, bro. This mic it plays a big hand. This is actually one of the first mics I ever bought. And, it's so many songs that I recorded on here, man. Like since 2010. So this mic has been with me for the last 10 years.
Wow.
This mic has been more loyal to me than some of my friends.
95% of the songs that I recorded was in that mic.
Damn.
Yeah, and even on Thousand Thoughts back then, Bass Hits Hard. There's so many songs we made, man. A lot of songs were recorded right on here on this mic. So yeah, like
That's
all the albums, every album I've done,
Mhm.
all the tracks they've been done on that shit. So,
Yeah, that's sick.
yeah. Shout out to Road. Shout out to Road for making some good goddamn mics, man.
Yeah,
You know, I had
for real.
that new mic, man, but I love this mic so much.
Mhm.
I never got, I was like, why try to fix something if it ain't broke? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so yeah. So shout out to my mic right here, man. That's my loyal mic right there, bro. For real.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool, man. We got to hear some of these stories that the mic has experienced over its lifetime.
Yeah, so many people have blessed this mic, man.
Right.
There's been legends in the game, man, and from upcoming artists to legends, man, that's been blessed this mic over here. So this is one lucky motherfucking mic.
That's right.
Soulfly was recorded in that mic too. Soulfly?
Soulfly.
Soulfly. Yep.
Ayo.
Yeah. And he was there too at that time when we recorded that.
Yeah. He laid that shit right on this mic as well, man.
Right.
A lot of people bless this mic, man. Diljit, Dosanjh, all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's sick, bro. I like that. Thanks for sharing, man. Sukhi, bro, what you got for us?
Man, all right. So I got this right here.
Oh snap!
So this
Who would do this?
this right here saved my life, man. That shit saved my life.
That's your
You know what I
mic.
mean? I've been, for example, man, just yesterday I just found out, one of the homies passed away. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Jordan. You know what I mean? I was up all night, talking with my brother. It was like my brother's best friend, and it's just, the weed helps, man. It saved my life plenty of times. Weed and music, man. That's my passion. That's what I do.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Sorry for your loss, bro. Yeah, that bag will definitely help.
I mean, it kept me out of jail too, I want to say, man, because there's a lot of times some shit was going to happen. You just hit the blunt, and then you're like, nah, man, it ain't even worth it. You know what I mean?
Right. That's true, man. Shout out to Parveen, and shout out to Smith Smith as well. Good to see you guys here.
Yeah, what up, Smitty?
Man, that's sick. Well, cool, bro. Thanks for sharing all these different stories, man. I really appreciate it. And before we, move on to the next segment, wanted to ask a question. What are you guys working on right now? Like, what's are you guys working on a song, or what are you working on? Maybe we start with 3AM. What's on your plate, bro?
I mean, that's a lot. The last one, Haji just sent me a beat that he did for Sukhinder, and then I got on that. We got I got some in the tuck with Amar Sandhu. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Got I'm talking to Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? We'll see some with that. Hopefully work out.
Hell yeah.
Just
nice.
And then also we actually we got the Underground Pyramid mixtape. That's gonna be coming out too. We just trying to pick the best songs.
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, that's sick. Haji, bro, what are you working on? Are you working on that Underground Pyramid mixtape that he's talking about?
Oh yeah, that's coming. We're almost done with that, man. To be honest, I like to just sometimes keep things kind of quiet and then just drop it on that ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah,
that's coming. We working on Sukhi's new projects. Working on some Jay's projects, and then working on another solo album for me as well.
Nice.
So we got that. Yeah, we dropping like probably like at least like 5 more albums for the rest of this year. So we got a lot of shit coming. There's a lot of shit.
That's sick, bro. I'm excited to hear all this. JR, I will pose this to you as well. What's on your plate right now?
Man,
you kind of mentioned that you were working on a song 2 weeks ago, right? But
yeah. That was 2 weeks ago. But my stuff is, that it's always different. Also, because I've recorded so many songs with Haji Bhai, and I never know which one is gonna come when. And then and then I think obviously that mixtape is coming, like Sukhi Bhai mentioned, and then there's a lot of different stuff that I'm doing, and then because of my other background, where I come from and everything, I'm people who don't know a lot about me. I'm like in 4th generation into music in my family.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I was trained on a really different type of singing, so, and then so I mean, I'm trying to do little by little everything, and then it's just I think a mixtape will come soon, and then probably we'll drop some quality music and some like a beat R&B, like my song Shararat came out, some similar to that, and then so we'll discuss it with Haji Bhai, and then we'll just what we want to do with that, and then that's so far that's what I've been working on. So
sick. Yeah. That's awesome. I like it, man. Thank you. I'm excited to hear all these projects, bro. Like this is gonna be really exciting. Moving on to the next segment. This segment is called "Am I Lying?" So the way this segment works is that each of us are going to say 3 things about ourselves. Out of those 3 things, 2 will be true, 1 will be a lie. So the rest of us have to guess which one's the lie. Okay, so 3 things, 2 truths, 1 is a lie. You guys guess which is which. I will help out by starting first. So am I lying? I'm going to say 3 things. As Desi Hip Hop, we were the first... We're the brand who booked Nas for Gully Boy, the movie, Nas's appearance. But he didn't appear in the movie, but he was on the song. We booked that. We were the agency that booked that. So that's my first thing. The second thing is that Desi Hip Hop and Haji Springer, like Desi Hip Hop's team and Haji Springer know each other since more than, 15 years. The third thing is that Desi Hip Hop is a brand that is owned by Bohemia. So I want you guys to tell me which one you think is a lie.
Yo, my shit got cut off, man. What was the third thing you said?
Third thing is I said Desi Hip Hop is a brand owned by Bohemia.
Oh yeah, it's number 3, man. We already know this, man.
Number 3.
Yeah, hell yeah, you're right. I have to sometimes remind the audience, you know what I mean? Just because like sometimes we get these comments which are like, oh shit, some people actually think that, we got beef or something, but we don't, so like just I have to remind them, man.
It's two different brands, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. JR, bro, what are 3 things that you can mention to us?
Shit, man. I'm releasing a song next week with the video.
Okay.
And also, I'm going to Haji's house tonight.
Okay.
To record a song. And then the third one is I'm hungover right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's 2.
It's the third one, man. JR ain't drinking.
What do you think?
On my behalf.
What's that?
I think you might be speaking on my behalf, man.
Which one is it?
What are you hungover off, bro? Hella coffee or what, bro? क्या पी रहा है तू यार?
So what is it, JR? Which one is the lie?
The song that I'm dropping next week.
Oh shit! Okay. Okay.
Damn, you
So
are
you-
hungover. Holy
So you
shit.
are hungover, and you're recording with Haji, man. You stay safe, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hang out with that other friend before you go meet Haji. Just keep him safe. You know,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Actually, we are actually really. I haven't been going anywhere, especially to Haji's house because of the kids and everything. We go out, man.
Right,
you know,
right.
Then, so I was just trying to stay safe, and then all the babies, Hajis that, I mean, I love to go to his house and then everything, especially for the food. And people don't know this. Even Sukhi Bhai is laughing and then smiling, not laughing. Not a lot of people know that. It's just because of Haj is blessed, man, with that. And then I am after Sukhi Bhai, I think I'm the only one who got to experience that. And then food is always good at Haji Bhai's place, and there was always cooked food. And then it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. And then a shout out to Bobby, shout out to Haj, and then the kids and everybody. It's just a blessing.
That's nice, man. See, I learned something new. I didn't know food was so good at Haji's place. I need to go check that out.
It's like Disneyland for me. It's like when I go there, it's just because we get to record and we get to come up with the new ideas and everything. And then I think Sukhi Bhai will agree with me on that. And then there's always awesome food there, man. Always.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's awesome. Man, that's awesome, bro. Like I gotta go. I gotta go try some of this food, man. Hell yeah. Sukhi, bro, what you got? I want to hear 3 things. 2 truths,
All right,
1 lie.
I'm half white. I was born in Punjab, and I was on the #1 record on top 40 radio station out here in the Bay Area.
Which one's a lie? Oh man.
Yeah, like just that level.
I guess 1.
I'm full white. What are you trying to see?
Yeah, you're right. The first one's a lie.
All right. That's cool. So which record was #1 in the Bay?
It was called Bass Hits Hard. So it's really my first year doing music. When me and Haji linked up. Like me and Haji, we've known each other for a long time. We're from like the same area, and Haji was always doing music. I wasn't so all the way into that, And then once I started doing it, like literally like 6 months into it, man, we had a song on the radio. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, this a lot of shit can happen. So
Right.
let's try and make shit happen.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. That's inspiring as well. When was this?
What was this, 2012? When was this, Haj? 2012?
The radio song was 2012.
Nice. Sick. Yeah, that's not long ago either. Like, that's awesome. That's a great way to get that career started, and I imagine like it felt amazing.
Oh man. I mean, to hear the song played on the radio,
man. The biggest radio stations in the Bay, they're both of the top stations in the Bay. They're like rated like #1 in the whole country almost. We were all over both of those, man. We were dominating that whole traffic hours, in the morning, the nighttime, countdowns. We was killing that shit.
Sick, bro. I love that. That's awesome. That deserves like a applause, man.
Thank you.
Cool, bro. Haji, bro. Let's hear it. Let's hear 3 things. 2 truths, 1 lie.
2 truths. I produced Banja Tu Meri Rani for Guru Randhawa. Number 2, I produced 3 hits on Thousand Thoughts album in 2013. And I have a magic flying carpet that really flies.
Sure.
I wonder which one is true.
What you smoke? What you smoking on? You smoking some of this, huh?
Damn, man.
You got a
Man.
bag over here. It's not big as that though, bro.
Man,
I really suck at lying and shit. So I have to just tell you a real,
yo, that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good thing to be bad at lying.
I just have to be real blunt about it and just tell you, man. Yeah, I got a fucking magic carpet.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about those songs that you mentioned in Thousand Thoughts?
Yeah. So the Thousand Thoughts. Yeah, I produced I Don't Give a Fuck. I did Right Now. I Want It Right Now. Actually, we had Sukhi featured on that too, as well as Jin. And then I did Aja Ni Aja with Baby Bash on there as well. And yeah, I did those 3 on there.
Nice. And how was that experience? And this was when, like 2000? When was this? This was 2001. Is that it?
2012, and then
2012. Sorry.
in 2013 it came out. We did it in 2012, and in 2013 it came out on the summer. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. That's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. That's really cool, man. And I want to move on to the next segment. But before I do that, man, I have a quick question for JR. I'm always interested in learning the origin story. You know what I mean? Like you have a very soothing voice, like a very experienced voice for a young man. So I just wanted to know, where did you learn how to sing, and how did that get started?
Singing, actually, it's like I said, it's in my family. I was trained since I was little. My grandfather actually trained me onto instruments. So I was sent to school. Actually, I went to school for singing and everything, and then for actually learning how to play instruments. And then I'm actually trained on harmonium, piano, tabla, and instruments like this. And then and then as far as goes to for my voice and everything, my dad actually really trained me in that field to how to sing in any type of genre, and then how to actually. It's just a lot of riyaz, a lot of practice, a lot of things that I had to go through to learn all that. And then I came into the hip hop scene in 2016. Then Haji Bhai, then that's when I met Haji Bhai, and then Sukhi Bhai, and then that's when I picked up all this other stuff. I didn't sing all this before. And then as far as goes Sufi music, Wali, I'm literally trained on anything. If I go to the mandir, I can go sing bhajan over there. That's the thing. That's how my father trained me. And it's just it's a lot of practice. Lot of practice.
Wow. Okay, that's sick. Well, I have a number of more questions for that, but I'm going to move to the next segment and I'll ask you those questions. The next segment is called Social Undistancing. So social undistancing, this is a segment of the show where, we're right now in this world, we're all distancing ourselves from each other. But in this segment, I want to get to know each of you even better. I want to undistance myself from you guys. So in this segment, what we're going to do is we're each going to ask each other one question, and so you get to choose which one you want to answer, or you could answer all of them. It's up to you. So basically, for example, I could ask, with JR, I'll ask him a question, Sukhi will ask him, Haji will ask him a question as well, and then JR gets to choose whatever he wants to answer. So by this we get to know him a little better. So my question, I'll kick it off by asking JR. My question to you, JR, is that what do you prefer to sing? Do you sing different types of genres, but which genre do you prefer to sing on the most? That's my question to you. But let's hear what 3AM Sukhi has to ask for JR.
Man, JR is so trained in the music, man. I seen him when the singer is singing, right? Mm-hmm. They're doing the high notes. JR, he'll know the key on the keyboard, just off of hearing them. Nice. And I just want to know, man, how long did that take for you to do that, bro?
Sick. That's a great question, bro. Haji, what's your question for JR?
Shit. I don't. It's kind of hard because I don't know. I don't have too many questions for him. I know him so well.
Right.
But like if I was supposed to ask him a question, as you know, from a stranger point of view, I would, you know, I would ask him, how do you detect the key without even damn near, using any software or anything? He's a natural at that shit. You know what I mean? So like,
Sure.
that's one thing that you can't really just, buy. That's something that it's either you're gifted with it or not. So, but yeah, I mean, I really don't have a specific question I would like to ask this guy because I already know this guy real well.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good question. So, JR, what do you think?
First of all, it's just a big deal, and then because people don't understand that how much respect that I have as an artist to other artists like Haji Bhai, Sukhi. They're so talented in their own field. I've learned so much from both of these, and then especially Haj and everything. Answering, and then I'm being asked a question on Desi Hip Hop. It's a big deal that I just want to put that out there. Answering first question, I'm gonna answer all of them actually. I will sing anything, and main things that I do like to sing is Sufi music. Sufi music it's kind of like challenging at the same time, and because it took me a long time to actually understand that, how to actually even perform that. And people think it's just easy, and then you just it's really not. There's a lot of shit goes behind it, and then to perform that stuff. So I love doing hip hop. I love doing R&B and everything, but Sufi is something is really close because that's something I was trained on properly by my father. And then that's answering your question. So Sufi music. And Sukhi Bhai's question is, while I was getting trained, I was getting trained on harmonium, piano, and everything. So my training, a lot of singers train on tanpura. I didn't train on tanpura so much, like only like 30-40%. And then actually it's good to train on tanpura because it's a sound, it's an instrument, and then basically you don't have to stabilize on a harmonium key, and then all of that. So while I was playing harmonium, so I was trained by my dad. So those keys I know where's what, and then a lot of hip hop stuff is in 98% of hip hop stuff is in one rag, Darbari. So so it's in that area. So I actually always know what I'm doing, but it's just a gifted thing. You can just say, when I know exactly, okay, it's this key, and then Haji almost asked me the same question. It's just a gifted thing to me. I know that how to do without using any program, without using any other. I can just tell which key is where, and then I can just tell you, okay, this is the key. I just need a keyboard in front of me. That's it.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, bro. That's sick. So you're basically like just born with that talent of that. Do you think people can learn how to do that with the scales and the? Yes. And how do you think they could learn that?
Well, obviously, like it's a lot of people think rap is so easy. It's not. Right. A lot of people think just making beats are so easy. Like they think there's only a couple of sounds are playing, but they don't know those couple of sounds took so long to make. That's why that song is so hit.
Right.
That song, that what type of kick that you want. There's 1,000 different 808s over there, and then you gotta learn all that. People don't even know all this, and they think it's just because I am natural at it, and then Haji Bhai it took them so many years. Sukhi bhai, it took them so many years. That's why that practice, what they are able to do in 10 minutes, it took a while. It took years to learn that. That's a experience. So all that keys and stuff and then everything, it's experience, man. You gotta learn. You gotta sit with somebody. You gotta respect that. You gotta actually put your mind and your heart, your soul into it. And then and then if I were to rap like Sukhi, can I do it? Hell no. That's
I can't sing like you, man. So,
exactly. But I have so much respect. And then people haven't even heard Sukhi's actually all of the songs.
Right.
This guy is amazing. This guy is amazing. And then Haji Bhai recorded Sukhi, and then I actually heard Sukhi for the first time in Haji Bhai's studio. And then all that stuff, why I have respect for this guy as an artist, this guy is amazing. Haji Bhai is, of course, he's the king. And
Thank you, bro.
to answer your question, it takes practice. You gotta sit. I used to sit 2 hours, 3 hours. My mother, he didn't used to let me play my video games. She wouldn't let me go outside. She didn't, no food, no nothing until I don't practice for 2 hours. This
Wow.
is,
I like that.
yeah, this is
That's
how
awesome, man.
my mother was on me on the music, and then my dad was actually not that strict. And then I practiced a lot, man. Practice is the key.
Practice is the key.
It's just sometimes you see people and there's a lot of things and it don't make sense. But sometimes people say, "Hello, how are you?" In that little "Hello, how are you?" You like man, this is something in this person. It's just कभी-कभी क्या होता है कि जिस बंदे ने कुछ पाना होता है ना, एक ही चीज से वो बहुत कुछ बना लेता है उससे. And then if somebody's not gonna do anything, if you can give them 1,000 sources and then they will not do anything with that. It's all about practicing. It's all about, putting your mind, soul, your heart into it. That's when you can learn. This is not easy stuff, but when you put your mind into it, you can learn anything, man. That's what I do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. When you put your mind to it and practice, you can achieve anything. That's an important knowledge bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
go on YouTube, man. You can go on YouTube and find out. Learn a lot of shit these days.
Learn a lot of shit. That's right.
Your A minors with the 5th chord progressions and fucking, C major, 5 and everything, man. You gotta use Google, man. Talk to Google sometimes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for that, man. I appreciate you sharing that. Quick shout out to all the viewers. I know we have a lot on YouTube right now watching. Also on Facebook. Shout out to the people watching on, Desi Fest's page, on Applause page, on Desi Hip Hop's page. So thank you for joining.
Big love to everybody. Shout out to all the fans. I see everybody, man. I see all the comments and everybody, man. Big love to everyone, man. Support both side up yard.
That's amazing. Well, sick. My next, question. The next person we'll ask questions to. Let's ask questions to Haji. Haji, my question to you is, when you're producing a beat, what do you start with? What's the first layer that you put down when you produce a beat? That's my question. But let's wait. Let's see what Sukhi wants to ask you.
All right. Well, we from the Bay Area, man. So it's like a Bay Area question. How'd you meet Mac Dre?
Okay, great question. JR, what's your question for Haji?
My question is really different. I want to know.
Well, let me answer the first one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, how I met Mac Dre was I met him through one of his close confidants, his brother, Jay Diggs, and Diggs was like fresh out, from doing like a 10-year bid, and I just bumped into him at some show one day. Then he heard my music and was like, "Yo, I like this shit. This shit is dope." And I was on a up and coming mode. I wasn't nobody. I had no fame really at that time. Just a little bit of buzz going on around town, around my own local neighborhood and stuff. And, he happened to be in my neighborhood at San Leandro at this theater, and it was doing a show, and so I walked up to Jay Diggs and was like, hey man, check out my songs, you know, here's my CD. And then he checked it out. He liked my music, and ever since then we clicked up. And then man, like ever since then, he started bringing me around some of these shows, and I didn't know like how big it was at that time. But yeah, man, I was with Mac Dre performing, with Jay Diggs on stage. We were doing all that stuff, man. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. That's legendary. Shout out to his nation. Shout out to all the homies, man. But that was a big, heavy part in the Bay Area, California, West Coast, man. It was amazing to be part of that shit. But back then, it was like huge. It was larger than fucking life, man. And rest in peace to Mac Dre. Will always be alive in our hearts and shit, man. But
100.
he was killed by some people in Kansas City. But yeah, man, Jay Diggs brought me around Mac Dre to answer that question, and rest was history.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's powerful. So when you produce a beat, what's the first thing that you start with?
The first thing I like to do is come up with the backbone of the track, which is to me is the synth, like the leading synth, the leading piano or the leading whatever it is that's gonna lead my beat is gonna be the carry, the engine for the beat. So that's what I like to do. I like to do get that synth first going. Once the synth is going, then I would immediately drop my drums on that shit.
Nice.
So my drums is like my second. Once I got the drums going with a nice kick and a snare, then I would bring in my bass line. You know what I'm saying? And once I add that bass line, then I would go and add more synths to complement that bass line and complement that whole groove that I created. And that's how I make my beats, man.
Okay.
A lot of people, like everyone has their own style, their own ways, and
right.
Some people like to do the drums first, and do the kick or the snare first. And I don't. I just personally, I prefer getting the synthesizer or whatever, the lead sound, and then from there I run that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you lay out your melodies and the synths and everything first, and then jump to the percussions and the beats and everything. That's sick. That makes a lot of sense. I know JR had a question. What's your question, bro?
What are you gonna be making when I come see you, bro? What are you gonna
Yeah, I just got some biryanis and stuff for you, bro.
Well, the question is that what are you gonna be making?
I'll bring some stuff.
I'm not making nothing. I already made it. It's already. I got hits in the vault, baby. I got some fire. So you just got to show up. When you show up.
No, I'm talking about no. I'm talking about food wise, bro.
his mind's already hungry.
Bro, I already know I'm gonna get the best production. I'm gonna get the best music and everything. I already know that. That's even of that.
No, I'm speaking about music and food, everything. You just gotta show up. Everything's gonna be fall in place when you show up.
Awesome.
That's how it happens. When you come here, everything just falls in place. Cause, what I'm saying? We doing we do things in harmony with God, man. You know what I'm saying? Like our music is real, like, how can you say it? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a divine power from God or some shit, man, that takes place when we get together and when we make music or something. Because every time we do some shit, it's always dope, man. We always come up with something special.
I just want to tell the audience that people are watching, listening, and everything. It's just a lot of songs that I've made that I'm on, or that the ones that are gonna get released. and it's actually recorded in Haji's studio, and it was hella late too, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, and
Right.
which it was never planned. And then we never actually planned a song, and then some of the songs that I'm glad I did it because I didn't want to do them, but Haji told me you gotta do them, and then they were not planned, and then a lot of songs that are coming, and then they were just like hey Jay, get on this and see what you want to do, and blah 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 blah. So I mean, it's actually a blessing, actually, I mean, then whenever we get together, and then it's just something weird happens, something weird, like nice weird happens.
That's awesome, man. I love that. I really like the way your team is like gelled together, at Underground Pyramid. That's interesting. And before I go on to like asking Sukhi the questions, I wanted to ask all of you guys a quick question about Underground Pyramid. What made you guys band together and start this? Like, what started Underground Pyramid? Like, what's the origin story? And any of you guys could answer this, whoever got the story.
Well, I can speak on that as well.
Mhm.
So Underground Pyramid was created like a couple of years ago. I would say like 2018, when I branched off and started doing my own stuff and wanted to have my own label because as I always help people build their shit, build their brands. You know what I'm saying? As we all know who I used to work with before, prior to all this. So like I've done stuff with other labels and other teams and stuff, right? And I've always showed my grace to everybody, help people build their castle. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to build my own castle, man. You know what I mean? And something that we, that's gonna help us out as well. So that's when I had, moved away from working with my older team members. Like the KDM people and all them, and started doing my own thing with Underground Pyramid, and wanted to have something that we can call our own and something that we can control rather than being controlled by other people. So Underground Pyramid was built not just for us, man. It was built for many upcoming artists who will be coming out under Underground Pyramid, and it's an opportunity. It's a home for independent hustlers who like to hustle music. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are really talented in all walks of life, like producers, rappers, singers. We're not discriminating on anybody. If the talent is good, if it's not even the talent, everybody's got talent, man. It's certain things that click. If we click and it's dope, the music is good, we will put it out, and we are looking to work with up and coming talents and नए rappers को भी हम help करेंगे, new artists. Like we're gonna do that shit, man. I will produce artists as well. And that's Underground Pyramid, man. 3AM Sukhi, Jay R, Sunny Boy. We got Smith. We got. There's quite a few people who are part of the team. And the team is growing every day, man. We got a lot of support from so many people, and it's good, man. This is just the beginning. We haven't even launched like properly, like on that level yet. So what you're looking at right now is just a company that's still on the rise, man. We on the rise right now. We ain't number one at the top or nothing like that. I'm not saying that, but we do have something that's solid and is growing, and it's organic. So
Right.
It's all organic, baby.
Right.
We don't do that fake news, none of that.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Views, 24 hours, 5 million views. I get.
That shit happens all the time.
Damn.
Anybody who's bragging about that 5 million views, 2 million views, you know what shit is fake and what's real, man. So you only some of these artists is lying to themselves and they stroke their own egos. But we don't do that shit, man. I like to keep it all original. I don't give a fuck if I get 100,000 views, 50,000 views, 200,000. You know, it don't matter. The numbers never fucking matter, bro.
Right.
It's all about, you know, at the end of the day, giving good product, good music, and I'd rather have real numbers on like my Spotify streams or something. You know what I mean? Or like just like Spotify, like right now we're at like 500,000, 500,000 monthly listeners. I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with having real listeners on Spotify than having fake views on YouTube.
Facts, bro. Like I like that, man. And that's really powerful what you just said. Like you wanted to take control of your own music. That's the most important thing for artists right now, especially in a world where like bigger brands and bigger labels always want to just take it from the artist. Like I don't understand that point of view anymore. Like I'm not from that older generation who used to just take it. Like, this is so weird, man.
I mean, shit. I got speaking of that, I got 3 songs, that the last people I messed with, they took the songs off. Like I paid for the videos, all the hard work into that shit, you know what I mean? And then people want to take it off their channel, you know what I mean? And then, those type of experiences, is what, caused us to get the UPM going and to make sure that whatever artists we work with, man, like we want to make sure you good. You know what I mean? Like we're not trying to take advantage of you. Like at the end of the day, this genre is still new. We need each other, right? Like if we over here trying to pick each other off, then ain't none of us gonna make money, man. Like we gotta stick together to make this genre bigger. And as artists that's kind of been fucked over, had hella songs that never came out, had videos made, paid for all that shit, released, then taken off, or having videos made and never being released, like you know what I mean? Like that shit is it's painful. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? So we learn from experience. You feel me? Like all the wrong shit that happened to us, we want to make sure it don't happen to anybody else. Straight up.
Right. Facts, bro. I like that. Thanks for sharing that information, So we're still in that segment of asking each other questions. So I'm going to move on and ask you the question, 3AM Sukhi. You were mentioning like you learn from experience and stuff, right? So my question to you is like, for those teenagers, those 16-year-olds, those 17-year-olds who are about to get started on this journey on music, what are 1 or 2 things that you can, give advice to them as they get started on this new journey for them? That's my question to you. Haji, what's your question for 3AM? Or JR? Whoever has a question for 3AM, Sukhi.
I have a question for Sukhi Bhai.
Let's go.
When did you just release a song yesterday, didn't you?
A couple days ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
It's called No Plug, featuring Sanjay.
Plug.
Yeah, drought come, you got no plug. That shit's out on a mixtape that Benny the Butcher is presenting. It's called Rap Behind Bars. It's on the mixtape. It's on I think topmixtape.com, SoundCloud, and it just went up on streaming services I think yesterday.
Yep, it's everywhere now.
That's big, bro. That's big. Benny the Butcher is one of the biggest people in hip hop right now, bro, and that's dope. You acknowledge your music.
Yeah, off top.
And said man. Actually rap.
Right.
Yeah. Real talk, man.
But that's something like it's not like something we didn't know. We already knew that for a long time. We know you can rap, but it is good to see that these legends are checking it out now, who actually have a voice and that that are relevant in the industry right now. So that is dope.
Yeah. And then and also to answer your question, Raph, to the youngsters, I want to say always perfect your craft, be good at writing, making beats, right? But if you're like an artist, right, you need substance. Go out there, live life a little bit, get your heart broken, you know what I'm saying? Get in a fight, you know what I mean? Get in a little bit of trouble. Don't do anything that fucking, put you to jail forever. I'm not saying doing anything bad either. I'm just saying live life, right? Because the best music comes from people that experience life. Like I'm not gonna listen to an 18-year-old kid rapping about some bullshit that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, and then I feel like that's where the longevity is at. If you're trying to chase like a trend, you ain't gonna be in this game for a long time. You know what I mean? So if you want longevity, man, perfect your craft and then and live off experience.
Right.
Sick. Yeah, that's facts, bro. I love that. And you know, a lot of people need to hear that, you know. That's really good advice. Go experience life. Go live your life, and then you'll have all the stories to rap about.
Connect. I feel that if I'm singing a sad song or I'm singing a Bhangra song or it's R&B or anything, if people they don't experience it basically, you know, and then something like that, and then so I mean they need to connect, and then obviously that's what Sukhi Bhai is trying to say, you know, just go live, you know, go see things, go how people react to your stuff, how people are like in the real world, and then when you find out people how in the real world the things change, life changes.
Yeah, because you could research all you want. You know, you could research how one person lived. You could research hip hop. You could do all of that, but you're not gonna understand until you live that shit, man. I mean, that's for real.
Right. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Shout out to all the 300, 400 people watching on YouTube. Monty, shout out to you. I see you. Thank you for doing all the shit that you do. Slick was good. Desi Hip Hop Alive. It was good. Good to see you. Cool, man. That's really cool. I like that piece of advice that you dropped over there, Sukhi, bro. Like that's really good, useful advice that the kids can use nowadays, While we wait on Haji, I want to also ask both of you guys, like, for like artists who are kind of new, do you think it's really important to like pick the right producers to go with you, or is it more important to like improve your craft more? It's a conversation that a lot of people have, artists nowadays, where it's like, hey man, I sound good, but my producer doesn't sound that good. So what do you think is more important here? Like the young artists, like, should they be like improving their skills on the mic? Should they be looking for better producers to make them sound better? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the mix master is so important nowadays, as well. Where do you think they should start?
I think if the foundation of the house is really good, you can build anything on top of it.
Nice.
And if that is strong, what does actually what it means? You have to practice. You have to.
That also means if your producer sucks, man, you better get a better one. And get some better beats.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but tell them to get new sounds, man. Get your sound expansions up.
Right.
Yeah. And and just because you do a song doesn't necessarily mean you got to release it. You know what I mean? Like if it's, like people want to make songs, right? And they start getting an attachment to that song and they want to release every song. Hey, no lie, man. Before I started popping, bro, I probably got like 40, 50 songs unreleased that I'll probably never release. You know what I mean? Until I got to the point of, being where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like I could have released those 40, 50 songs, but then y'all would have looked at me a little different because I was growing as an artist. Mm-hmm. Then the production was, growing with me. You know what I mean? As an artist, I'm trying to find myself. Like I didn't know if I wanted to do hardcore rap. I didn't know if I want to do mainstream rap. I didn't know if like, and that's, as an artist, you got to find yourself. And while you're finding yourself, you know what I mean? Don't mean you got to put all that music out. That's what I did. Because if I would have started putting out, I feel like, mainstream music, y'all would have looked at me as a mainstream artist, you know what I mean? But luckily for me, I found what's right for me.
Nice. That makes sense, man. I like that. That's really, that's on point, bro. Love it. Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to the next segment of the show, and it's called Playlist Placement. So as you guys know already, we at Desi Hip Hop, we curate a lot of numerous types of playlists and different genres, all hip hop, but like we also focus on, Punjabi style and Bengali and Hindi and American, etc. So we curate a lot of playlists. And for these playlists, we listen to a lot of music all day, every day. So my question to you guys is that, like, I want you guys to suggest some songs that you're listening to, some artists that you're listening to, so that we could give it a listen and the fans could give it a listen. It can be anything, any genre, whatever you're listening to right now. Just pitch it to us. So I'll start with JR. What's on your playlist right now?
A lot of my songs. released my song. Actually, you know what? I do listen to a lot of good artists like Nusrat Ali Khan Saab, Ghulam Ali Khan Saab. Like I was trained with them and everything. Like meaning on their music when I was my training was happening. So my family gave me their music to listen and everything. But I've been listening to a lot of new music actually, you know. But I don't have an artist in my mind. Like I have whatever new is coming, new like actually rappers I just discovered, but they've been there for a while. Like guy, what's the guy? Sultan, and then he's good, man. His throw is like so like simple, but it's really good. And I'm always listening to Sukhi Bhai, Haji Bhai, and everything. I'm actually inspired by these two, And then, man, whatever sounds good, whatever it's actually, if you're gonna do hip hop, it doesn't mean hip hop is just whatever. It has to mean something, It's not about drugs. It's not about this and that. It has to mean something. And then whatever you listen to, it has to be meaningful. It has to be nice. Listen to good music. Listen to good producers. Listen to this is how I am. I have not an artist that I have that I'm in like, okay, I just go listen to that. Listen to whatever. Listen to something new.
Yeah.
New will always lead you to something new.
Right.
So
yeah, that makes sense. Like keep your horizons like really wide as artists, as musicians to study. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Love it. Haji, bro, what are you listening to right now these days?
Bro, just recently I've been listening to a lot of stuff from Pop Smoke. I like Pop Smoke. I think he's dope.
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of stuff from Sukhi as well, 3AM. You got like a bunch of songs that are coming out that are hard as fuck that stay in my playlist. Then listening to some rappers in India as well. A lot of new talented kids, man, coming up over there. My homie Smith, he's got some good music. Who else been listening to? In my playlist, you might find some Michael Jackson. Still got some Prince.
Nice.
I'm listening. I listened to a little bit of everything, man. To be honest,
Right.
but yeah, some of that stuff. Like recently, I've been bumping a lot of Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I think
Hell yeah, me too.
really sick, man.
Yeah, it's sad that he's gone right at the cusp of his world fame. It's crazy. But okay,
Shout out
Sukhi.
Monty. What's up, Monty?
Yeah. What's good, Sukhi? Yeah.
Man, so really, R.I.P. to my dude Jordan. You know what I mean? He was in a group called Injury Reserve. So I've been really knocking their shit, the last, couple of days, just listening to him. But other than that, I'll be listening to a lot of Griselda, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway. I listen to Larry June, he from the Bay Area. I listen to Derek Pope, he from the Bay. I listen to A-Chow, he's some Peruvian dude, he in LA.
Love him.
There's a lot of talent. Yeah, he's dope. I listen to I listen to Pam out in India. Man, Pam is hard as fuck.
She sure is.
man.
Sure is. Yeah. Pam Singh is killing it.
Yeah, he's killing it, man. So
I like Pam. I like his throw, man. I like his.
Yeah. I like that track you did with him recently. Parachute. Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot.
He got flow, man. He got so much melodic flow. He ahead of his game out in India. Like I feel like
for sure.
I don't understand why he ain't like the biggest out there yet. I feel like he's just ahead of his time, and it's just only a matter of time before it happens.
Facts, bro. Like, yeah, the first time I heard Pam sing, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago or something, I think the first thing I heard of him was Paki Gel, the song. Paki Gel, something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I was like, man, shit. I was sure he was from Canada. I was 100% sure he was from Canada. And then I DM'd him. I was like, yo, what's good? Are you in Canada? And he's like, no, I'm in Punjab. I was like, wow. Yeah, definitely ahead of his time.
Big time.
Yeah. Shout out to K Blade, Muhammad Ali, giving us virtual hugs. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. I hope that's a real Muhammad Ali. That's a real Muhammad Ali. I'll just accept it from here on. I'll just say the real Muhammad Ali was on our show. So thank you for coming. So yeah, I guess I'm the last guy in playlist placement. I've been listening to a lot of Parachute. Actually, Parachute has been really playing on my playlist because I
man.
love the flows, man. That's sick.
Thank you.
Listen to the new Banga Bangla, Rani. Listening to a lot of the songs on global Desi Hip Hop playlists on Spotify and Apple Music. So that's my little shameless plug. Please go check out those playlists, man. And all the songs that these guys have mentioned are dope. Go check it out. You know, there's a message to the audience. Go check it out. And follow all of us, man. Follow JR next to me. JR, 3AM Sukhi, Haji. Follow all these guys, man. We're pretty much at the end of the show. So at this stage of the show, I really like for you guys to leave a message, you know, for the audience members who are watching and who will be watching later, you know, because this will stay on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, etc. So it'll all be there. So I want a message from all of you guys, man. Let's start with 3AM Sukhi, bro. What's your message for the audience?
I mean, man, work hard, man. There ain't no shortcuts in this shit. You know, if you take a shortcut, it's short lived. You know what I mean? You want longevity, you got to put that work in. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. And like how JR was saying earlier, right? Practice. Music is a skill. You feel me? Like any skill in the world, you get better at it the more you do it. That's it.
Yeah. Facts. That's a really good knowledge bomb, bro. I love that. Haji Springer, what's the message for the audience, bro?
Man, it's like this, bro. Like I get all the time people hit me up, right? Sir, I have no money, help me out, this and that. What can I do? Well, it's like this, man. Sometimes it's not even about the money. If you make the right song and you have the right music, and if you just follow, you know, a few simple steps, it can go a long way for you, man. So like sometimes it's best to get off your ass and make some good music. Don't worry about your fan following or what you got or not. It's not about that. It's about the music, man. If the music is good enough, it's gonna get to the ears, man. Period. But just don't sit there and wait on someone to come help you, hold your hand, and all that shit. You got to make the product, make the music, make that shit. You know, make the song. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, then you figure out a way to, you know, get it out to people. You don't have to solicit people and, you know, send them your links to your shit and please watch this, share it, this, that. That's not the way to go about it, man. I think the way to do it is make the good music eventually, and it will, you know, eventually get heard and get people to listen to it and shit, man. So, long story short, just follow your heart and do your music, and don't try to follow, you know, trends, and be original. Be original, man. That's it. And everything.
Nice. Yeah, that's sick. That's really important advice. What both of you guys said is really important. You know, 3AM Sukhi, like work hard and everything will fall into place. And Haji, you mentioned like work hard without worrying too much about the money. Give your best product out there. The money is definitely going to come. I love that. JR, what's a little message you want to leave for the audience?
I want to talk to the kids that are like, you know, trying to come into the game and everything. I would say this in Hindi actually, because a lot of the new kids are coming, they don't speak English or they do whatever, but जो भी करना है ना करो, release music, ठीक है? ये मत सोचना कि ये टॉपिक किसी ने और ने किया हुआ है तो मैं नहीं करूंगा ये वो फलाना दिन कड़ा, okay? Maybe you might do it better, ठीक है? You might do it better. Don't think you have to have like millions views like Haji Bhai said or Sukhi Bhai said. Don't think that you have to have all this stuff. It doesn't matter. अगर पैसा है आपके पास वो spend करो AdWord पे, ठीक है? So that your song will get to people. There's a different type of promotions. There's a different type of things. Fake views में जब आप करोगे वो उसमें कुछ नहीं होगा, ठीक है? वो it's just to make it look pretty. That's it, you know, for your own satisfaction. But AdWord जो है कि वो लोगों तक गाना पहुंचाएगा, ठीक है? लोगों तक गाना पहुंचाएगा, मगर work hard. वो कुछ नहीं, अभी इतने प्लेटफॉर्म है, YouTube है, TikTok है, Instagram है, रिलीज करो, release karo. Don't hold on to it. Release karo, release good music, work with a good producer and everything, and just don't look at other artists जो बड़े हैं उनके तरफ मत देखना, क्योंकि मैंने ऐसा किया था कि यार मेरा ऐसा नहीं हो रहा, मेरा ऐसा नहीं हो रहा, मेरा वैसा नहीं हो रहा. But later on I realized something. It doesn't matter. Everybody started from zero. Zero से hero बनता है.
Right.
And then just work hard, man. Just release music. क्या पता कौन एक बंदा आपका फैन हो, वो जो लाखों को शेयर कर दे. ठीक है ना, कभी कभी एक ही फैन सब वो काम कर देता है जो आप इतना पैसा नहीं कर सकता. So just release good music, tag good producers, and that will reach out to people, you know. And
Right.
then that's my advice, man. Don't be like हाँ बड़ी companies हैं. बड़ी company के पास बहुत पैसा है. They've been into the game for so long. They know what they're doing. If I cannot be that, and then अगर मेरे songs अगर जाकर देखो, हाँ I have money, I can do it. मगर उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है. मैं पैसा spend करता हूँ like on Facebook, you know, Instagram and all this promotion की लोगों तक असली actually गाना पहुंचे. अगर लोग आपको जानेंगे फिर ही आपका गाना फेमस होगा, फिट होगा. That's my advice.
Nice. Yeah, that's very practical advice too. I like that. Yeah, save your money and put it into real things.
Yeah, before we go, I want to say
Definitely.
there's a new record just came out with me and Shez from Bombay.
What
So
up, Shaz?
check out that new track. It's called Keher Zed. It's a dope record, man. I did with my homie Shez. And uski video bhi aa rahi hai. So the video is gonna drop maybe in a day or two.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's coming out. Then I also have another song coming out called Condo, and that should be out in a few days with a new artist I'm working with as well. His name is Ronak from the Bay Area.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, that
New shit, man. The new fire. And
that's fire, bro. Like that new Zahir song with Shez. Like I've been listening to that a lot lately too. Yeah, that's some fire shit.
yeah, that should go. I like that record, man. That's why I jumped on that record, because
Hell
when
yeah.
I heard it, I was like, the vibe is sick, man.
Hell yeah. How did you guys shoot the video for this? Quick, curious
I
question.
shot my part in the Bay, you know, out here, and then Chaz did his parts in Bombay.
Nice.
So
Nice.
we just sent over the files to each other, man, and just worked like that way and stuff.
Nice.
From the Bay to Bombay, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's the song title right there.
Bay to Bombay.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. You know, today's conversation really inspired me. You know, I actually needed that. You know, during this quarantine and all this craziness that's going on in the world, especially for us in America, where politically it's crazy and protests and all this shit. Everything is just all in one place here. So I really needed this like positive conversation with you guys, man. Like honestly, like you guys really inspired me. Like you gave some great advice, and I really appreciated that, man. And I'm sure the audience and the viewers and listeners appreciate that as well. Those of you listening to this on Spotify, please go follow elsewhere, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all that. Follow all these guys, man. Official JR, official.jr on Instagram. Haji Springer right there. He's showing us something. He's showing us.
I got a shout out to my brother Burner from Cookies. It's that Cookies Packwoods collaboration. That's that Gary Payton.
Yo.
Yeah, this shit right here is two grams.
Some of the best.
Engineered glass filter. This is like weed at its finest right here, man. So,
Dang.
shout out to Cookies for the free plugs in the boxes, man. Much love.
Damn.
Yeah, we got Cookies, and then we shout out to hold up, let me show my peoples too. Shout out to GOE, Garden of Eden. You know what I mean? This in the Bay Area, man. The marijuana shit is a lifestyle, man. So you know we live in this shit, man. So shout out to GOE, shout out Trees, shout out Eden Enterprise, shout out to my brother Harm, shout out to Jazz. You know, R.I.P. Jordan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to boy too, man. He was supposed to be here with us, but he was just came out of a little surgery, man. So he's just recovering.
Right.
Yeah, get well soon, Sonny boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Much love, man, to everybody. Thanks for always supporting me and my team.
What up?
Thanks,
Thank you guys for supporting us as well. You know, everything we do at Desi Hip Hop. We're very close to the Underground Pyramid team. So, you know, I really appreciate you guys, man, for everything. So thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, thank you guys, man. I will see you all next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is an Unfiltered podcast. I am DJ Raf, and I'm signing out. See you guys next week. Peace.
All right.
हम घूमे स्ट्रीट्स पे महसूस करे जो देखे आँख से फिर रात को जाग के लिख देते हैं वो सारी बातें पेशे से हिप हॉप खुली किताब हम जीते जाते जिसको जचता काला चश्मा उस अंधे को राह दिखाते पर ये तो बातें दुख की युवा पीढ़ी बन रही लुक्की छेड़े लड़की